Hey, 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 Movie Guy 808 back again, guys, with another video for you. Um, this one going to be going over some movies that I feel like every horror fan should have in their personal collection. Some classics, some ones that are a little more obscure, but that I feel are really well done and really good. Just overall movies that every self-proclaimed horror fan should have in their collection. So without any further ado, going to get it started. Going to start with Stuart Gordon adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft. No, it's not Reanimator, it's From Beyond. Great kind of creature feature, in a way, film from Stuart Gordon. I believe this is actually coming out to Blu-ray pretty soon, so you're going to be able to get a really good edition of that on Blu-ray before long. But long overlooked. A lot of people talk about Reanimator, but always forget to mention From Beyond. Good movie. Everyone should have it. British film, a little less well known, although I found it to be very well done. Tony, serial killer in London. It's always the quiet one, says on the bottom. This actually features a great performance from that main character, Peter Ferdinando, I believe his name is. Really great atmosphere, great music, great acting. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out Tony. Classic right here, Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins, directed by Adrian Lyne. Also have this on Blu-ray, but I like this cover art a lot more, so I decided to show this one. Just a crazy movie here. Great suspense, some great visuals, very creepy, very atmospheric. If you're not familiar with it, I highly recommend that you check out Jacob's Ladder. Little Lucio Fulci. Right here, The Beyond. Next to Zombie, this is my favorite Lucio Fulci movie. Just some great music, great atmosphere. That classic vintage Fulci feeling to it. Like I said, second to Zombie, definitely my favorite Fulci movie. Videodrome. Some Cronenberg right here, James Woods. Criterion actually put out a great edition of this movie, Videodrome. But love this film. Just over the top. I mean, a very weird film, open to many different interpretations. A lot of it is about media and its effect on people and violence in media. Really makes you think, but at the same time, kind of has that weird factor, that gross out factor that you don't really see as much in movies nowadays. A couple newer ones that are well known, not going to say much about them. High Tension. I really enjoyed this. I know there's some debate about the ending, and some people don't like it because of that. I enjoyed it. High Tension. One of the scariest modern movies I've seen in quite a long time. This one really got to me. Very well done. French horror film. Inside. Yeah, this one's really scary. I mean, this one's, even to hardened horror fans, this one'll creep you out. Another really good one, kind of hard to find, but if you can get your hands on it, really do recommend you watch it. Cemetery Man. This is one that I really do feel deserves to be on this list. Any person who says they're into horror should have this film in their collection. It's just a great movie. And before I'd really got into the subgenre of horror, I had never heard of this, and I can't understand why, because this is so well done, so good. Cemetery Man. Gonna just go over a couple of the classics that might be a little obvious, but just have to go over them. Halloween, with a little lenticular cover here. Classic, obviously, don't need to say anything about that. Maniac. This is a dark little flick. I really enjoyed this one by William Lustig, who actually ended up founding Blue Underground, the title this was actually just released on. So this is a great one. Original and sequel by Lamberto Bava. Of course, Demons 1 and 2. Just great, gory fun, great 80s music, great action sequences, some hilarious dubbing, some hilarious dialogue. These are just a good time. These are great popcorn movies. Both are great. Alright, going to move on to some Blu-rays that I feel that every horror fan should have in their collection here. I'm actually going to start with the first 2 Blu-rays I ever got. And these I actually bought a few days before I even had my Blu-ray player in anticipation of getting it. And the 2 I'm referring to are Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 by Clive Barker. These are obviously classics. Anyone who's into horror knows all about these. Great special effects. Some really groundbreaking stuff by Clive Barker in these. Yeah, and on Blu-ray too, so can't beat it. Peter Jackson's Dead Alive. Maybe my favorite zombie movie. Definitely the goriest. And to think that Peter Jackson went on to do, Lord of the Rings and stuff after this is pretty hilarious. But I love his early stuff. Bad Taste was amazing. And this was really incredible too. Like I said, possibly my favorite zombie movie right there. Okay, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Deeply disturbing, deeply scary. Really just a movie from the perspective of a serial killer, and it's just incredibly dark. There's one scene in this that's kind of a candid scene, like a caught-on-video scene. Yeah, that'll just stay with you. I mean, this one's dark. Possibly, I just said that my first favorite zombie movie was. This might be my second favorite, Return of the Living Dead. This is the kind of movie you could watch, every year, every Halloween. Never ever gets old. Fantastic zombie movie. Just funny and great music, well acted, hilarious, and gory at the same time. Got some great zombie gore in there. If you haven't seen that, do yourself a favor. Pick up a copy of Return of the Living Dead. Another one of the newer ones here, Martyrs, another French horror film that came out in the last couple years. This one's really hard to watch. If you're not into the kind of new age, gore-filled horror, this one might be a little tough for you. This is some heavy-duty stuff. If you're into that kind of thing, by all means, you'll love this one. But if it's not a genre you're familiar with, I would reconsider. All right. Let's see. Evil Dead 2. Obviously, the first one, classic as well. I might prefer the second one to the first one, if that doesn't sound too crazy. I just love the second one. It's over the top. It's meant to be funny. It's ridiculous and gory and great. And Bruce Campbell is the man. And love Evil Dead 2. A couple more just standard entries. Obviously, every horror fan needs to have those 2 films in their collection. Couldn't even tell you which one I like more than the other. They're both so great. Those 2, along with the 2 I listed previously, would definitely help round out my top 4, top 5 zombie films, along with this. Actually, I would have such a hard time picking 4 and 5 between these as well. The next 2 are 2 great zombie films as well, and that's Living Dead at Manchester Morgue, also put out by Blue Underground there, and Zombie, Lucio Fulci, again a Blue Underground release. So I mean, if I had to choose between all these, I mean that would be tough to put a finger to that. But again, just films I feel like every horror fan should have in their collection. If you haven't seen any of these, do yourself a favor, check them out, and until next time, guys, take care. Bye.